So right after that video, it was about 11 this morning. It's been raining all day until now. It's like 6 p.m. And let me tell you, those are the times I go through my dark times, because basically I'm like locked in that car and, I can't get out because I can't get wet, because if I get wet, I have no way to get dry. And so let me tell you, was I so happy when it stopped raining and the sun came out. Of course, so my laundry is soaking wet and hanging over there. But that's probably okay, because they were clothes that I got at the Walmart in Moorfield, which when the guy was giving me the directions, I thought he said Morkville because of his accent. And so when I pulled into the Walmart, I said to somebody in the parking lot, "Where am I?" And they said Moorfield. And I was like, "What? I thought I was headed for Morkville." And she started to laugh. She goes, "I think he said Moorfield, and you just thought he said Morkville." And I was like, "Oh." So yeah, those are the times where when I'm locked in that car for long periods of time, I'm grateful there's a bed in the back of there, but I get sad and I get afraid and I wonder, am I really doing God's will? And I hope I am. I don't know what else I could possibly be doing other than trying to go to places where I can breathe. But so yeah, see how this is like the top of the campground. So this is the site where I feel good. I just got a neighbor. Her name's Karen. And but see, I feel good enough. Like when I was home, I could barely walk from my bed to the bathroom, and I feel good enough. I haven't been able to make it all the way around the loop yet, but at least I feel good enough to walk a little bit around this place and breathe the air. So I don't know. I was thinking of stuff when I was in that car. I was like, should I make a video when it snowed. It snowed while I was in there. And I was thinking, oh God, I probably am getting tons of texts and calls right now, and we're trying to sell my house. So my brother's probably like, why isn't she answering me? And the thing is, though, when I got here, right, I drove from River Valley Ranch. I left. They asked me to be gone by 10 on Tuesday, so I was. I left there on Tuesday at 10, and then I got to Virginia, and that's where I saw that van. And then after that was all over, I had to try to figure out, am I going to get a place here in Virginia for the night or what? And I just prayed, and I thought, I'm just going to keep going towards my destination. I just wasn't too sure about that guy. So I tried to get it here, but I couldn't make it. I was exhausted. And that's when I ended up pulling over on the side of the road, sleeping in that place. I thought it said Puritan Rest Stop, but it said Rutian, Rutian. I don't really know what that is, but apparently it's a club, and there were some ladies in there, and they were like setting up for a wedding shower. And I'm like, can I take a nap here? And they said, sure, go ahead. That's what the rest stop's for. And I said, okay. So that's where I slept for the night. And then in the morning, I continued on up to here. And I was so glad that I had rested, because there's absolutely no way I would have been able to traverse the windy roads that I had to traverse to get up here in my state. I was so exhausted that I could barely see. So anyway, I was walking down here. I was thinking about going into this little bathroom. So here's the thing with MCS, right? Every time I have to go to the restroom, I literally put my body in some kind of jeopardy. So that little potty tent that I have, it's good, but it's treated with some kind of waterproofing. So every time I go in there, I can taste it on my tongue, and I feel sick after. And by feel sick after, what I mean is dizzy, nauseous, and my brain's affected. I used it during the storm, and I actually had some suicidal thoughts for about, I timed it too, about when I first got back in the car after using it, I had suicidal thoughts, and then I timed it. It was about 20 minutes, and what I did during that time was I drank one of my detox drinks that I have. I drank one of those. I just sipped it slowly, and it went away in about 15 minutes. That's actually good. I mean, before, when the suicidal thoughts would come, they would last for hours and hours and hours. So anyway, to go into a little place like this where I'm pretty sure what I smelled when I went in there, when I first got here, I was desperate. I couldn't just go to the bathroom outside because there were people everywhere. So I went into one of these things, and I'm pretty sure that they were using lemon pine sol, which was my nemesis at the ADK, Adirondack Lodge campground, was the lemon pine sol. Just wicked stuff. I mean, it should be illegal. So anyway, I came down here and I propped the door open to air it out a little, which I'm sure is against the rules because I don't want any kind of animals in there or anything. But anyway, this is what I saw, these beautiful little purple flowers. They're just so pretty that I was like, okay, I gotta put those on my video because these are the things that I have that I'm grateful for now, right? Seeing these little, I don't even know what they are, but they're beautiful, you know, and the sunshine, I'm grateful for that. I'm just surrounded by mountains up here, and it feels really good to me, even though it was raining. And don't get me wrong, before, when it would rain, when I was in the moldy house, it's almost like, and I don't know the science behind this, but it's almost like there's mold in my body from breathing it in for 8 years. And when it rains, it like activates it or something. Again, that's not scientific. It's just me saying it. And I get aches and pains mostly, and just exhausted. Do you hear the bird? The birds are coming back out after the rain. So, you know, I cling to scriptures like, you know, sorrow lasts for the night, but joy comes in the morning. And I just have to keep going. I don't know what else to do. I mean, of course, I've thought about suicide millions of times, but I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. If I, you know, I don't know. I can't. And so I have to, my only choice is I have to keep fighting. I have to keep going forward. I have to keep trying to exist in a world that is basically too toxic for me. And I don't feel too bad standing outside this building, but that little pump house, man, I was parked across from it. So if you do come up here to Seneca Knob, I highly recommend. I'm in Site 18. It's like Site 18 and 19 aren't near a pump house or one of these wash houses. So if you do come here, I would recommend those. But I will say this. If you're coming here and you absolutely have to have some kind of service, get Sprint before you come. If I would have known that, I would have bought some kind of throwaway Sprint phone before I came up here. So yeah, Sprint owns West Virginia apparently. I don't know. Part of me wants to stay here forever. The other part of me is like, I have to go find some service and connect with the world. You know, my brother who's trying to sell my house, my friends, my 12-step people, the people that I told I would call when I got here, which not knowing, I mean, I thought maybe I would have service, being I have Straight Talk and they use Verizon towers. But no, I don't. So, I don't know, I'm talking a lot, but I'm going to stay another night, maybe another 2 nights. And where to go from here, that's the thing. I was looking at Kathy Santora's mechanic's garage is in South Carolina, but it's awfully close to Charlotte. And that just looks like a lot of city. So I don't know what to do, really. I'm just praying for a miracle, if you want to know the truth, that somehow I would be able to buy a van, or this lady's got a truck and one of those tab campers that has a bathroom in it. So that's a pretty sweet setup. But I think I'm just going to have to heal a little bit first, because going into those places to try to buy anything, it's going to be dangerous for me, unless maybe when I drive down here, I call that guy from Virginia and he still has, oh, and I already named that van the Black Pearl. I don't know why, it just came to me because it's black. And if he still has that van, maybe I'll go back there and buy that van. But I didn't get a bad feeling from the van. I got a bad feeling from the guy. So, but the big thing is the price. If the price can drop down, and if I can, obviously I have to reapply for my loan or talk to someone. I don't know. I'm just thinking out loud. I don't even know if I'm going to post this video because I feel like it's too rambly. But again, I'll just say thank you for being on this journey with me. Any mold avoiders that want to chime in with comments, I would really appreciate it. All right. Thank you for watching. Like, subscribe, and share. Okay, bye.